emotions. Hard to deal with them sometimes. And the thing is that you want to learn and explore and figure out, take the time to learn how your emotions work. Because if you don't, it's going to be hard to really to handle them, to deal with them, to figure out what to do. So the main thing, another thing is if you do not know how to handle your own emotions, then you're going to rely on other people to handle them and process them for you. And you do not want to be reliant on other people to do that. You want to be able to process and manage and let go of things. You want to be able and learn how to do those things yourself. Okay, that way you're not burdening other people. You're not, you are self-sufficient, and you are capable of being a leader, of being an influence, of helping other people. Because if you can figure out how to deal with your emotions, if you know how stress works, if you know how regret works, if you know how, all these different types of emotions like anger and frustration and happiness, if you know how to deal with these, then you're going to be in a great shape, because you're still going to have rough times. You're still going to come across and be dealt with things that you're going to have to work through and deal with, but you'll already have a head start of how to deal with those things, because you can identify the emotion that is attached, or emotions, because a lot of times it's a lot of emotions all mixed up into one thing. You can identify each one of those things and deal with each one as you can. So, there's nothing wrong with going to someone and just, pouring yourself out to that person and just saying, I don't know what to do. I need your help. Give me some advice. I need some advice on how to handle this or how to handle that. What should I do in this situation? We've all had times where we've had to go to people or we've all had to search for help emotionally. The difference is you want to be that person, that type of person that remembers and can and basically identify, oh, you helped fix my problem. I can try that next time I get in the same situation. Instead of choosing not to do anything, you go and you listen to a counselor or someone, or you read a book or something. You're like, yeah, so pumped up. I'm going to go and do this. And it gets you through 3 months or 4 months. And then you're back in the same boat. And now you're like, I don't know what to do. And then you go and repeat the whole process. And now you're in a loop-de-loop, because you're not taking their advice and applying it to yourself and actually changing yourself. You're just making them the emotional donkey, or whatever you want to call it, that hauls your emotions around, and that you can just dump your emotions and everything else on that person. And you don't want to do that. You want to learn how to handle, how to identify, how to deal with your emotions. Do not stuff them down. Bring them up. Deal with them as they come up. It takes, different time frames, obviously, for all different types of emotions. It also depends on the circumstance. There's really no one thing solves everything type of thing. But my point is you need to get into the habit of taking some time. If something bothers you, don't just ignore it. Go to the bathroom, find someplace quiet, deal with that thing that bothered you, forgive the person, let it go, whatever it is. Try to do that as quickly and as fast as possible. That way it's fresh in your mind and you're not going to bury it somewhere, because the moment that you bury your stuff and you just keep cramming it all down and packing it all in, there's going to be a moment in your life where, one, it's going to just become a part of your identity, and you won't know why you're depressed, or you won't know why you can't get anything done, or you won't know why you're stressed out, or you won't know any of these things, because they're all rooted in things that have happened and you didn't deal with it. You've just pushed it down so far down that you don't even remember what on earth it all is attached to. Because emotions are intertwined in it's like there's a seed, and then from that seed spring up all different things. It can spring up and turn into anger. It could spring up and turn into depression. It could spring up and turn into anxiety or stress. It could do all sorts of different things from this one situation that if you had just dealt with it, let it go, forgiven that person, forgiving yourself, there's a lot of different things. If you had just spent 5 minutes or 10 minutes focusing on that and dealing with that, you wouldn't, a year from now, be so stressed out or super depressed or whatever it is. So you want to as they come up, as situations happen, because everyone in life, you go through life and you hit the times, you hit things that hurt you, you disappoint yourself, there's a lot of different things, and you have to do maintenance on yourself. Make sure you keep it up, because if you don't, then you're not going to be any help to anyone. You're going to be a burden to other people, and it's just you're not going to be successful in life if you can't learn how to manage and care about yourself enough to manage your emotions, to figure out how they work, and get down to business. Okay? So so it takes time, and a lot of the things, every situation is different. A lot of times someone hurts you and you're like, oh, that didn't feel very good. And a lot of us will just, the habit is, oh, I don't really care about that. It's just, I don't brush off the shoulder, not a big of a deal. And you kind of just push it down, and it's like, don't even care about that. Well, if you truly do care about that, and that truly did affect you and hurt you, then you want to immediately deal with it. Immediately let it go. Immediately forgive the person, whatever it is, and there you go. The thing is, though, people are like, oh, I'm not going to forgive that person or I'm not going to forgive myself because I don't deserve that. And the thing is that, yeah, the person or you might not deserve it, but it actually hurts you more to not forgive than it does to forgive. If you forgive the person or yourself, you're actually benefiting yourself so many times better than if you just hold it and not do it. Because what happens is it's going to be really hard to be nice, or it's going to be really hard to function as long as that carries on. And that is all on you. The other person is like completely fine. The other person is just, they can go on and live their life. But you're the one who bondages yourself up if you don't forgive. And forgiveness is one of the biggest things, especially when it comes to yourself. You got to forgive yourself. And it's so incredibly hard. It's a thing that I struggle with all the time. But you just have to learn to let it go. Remember, look at yourself as, judge yourself fairly, because you can't expect yourself to know everything, because you don't. So you have to judge yourself fairly. If you don't, then it's not gonna work out. It's gonna be really hard. And stress and all that stuff, it's just, People. If you want to be successful, if you want to live a great, happy life, one of the key factors is learning how to manage your emotions, learning how to let those things go. You know, read some books, go to counseling, you know, do some therapy, whatever it is. Just start now. Start focusing on that. Take 5 minutes out of your day and just examine yourself. Ask yourself, is there anything that I need to work on? Is there anything that's holding me back? Is there anything that I feel pushing me down? Is there anything that I feel coming up, you know, stirring up within me? You know, all those different things. I feel depressed today. Why do I feel depressed? Why is that? You want to question your emotions. Don't just accept them. Question them. Ask yourself, where is this coming from? What circumstance? What action have I taken to produce this feeling that I'm feeling? Okay? So if you feel stressed out, ask yourself, why do I feel stressed out? Where is this stress coming from? And then keep going steps further, asking, okay, if that is coming from that, why is that coming from that? Why am I making that decision? What if I made this decision? Would it have the same result? You want to be curious. You want to take the time to do that. Ask yourself those things, because if you don't, and you just accept everything that comes at you, if you just accept every emotion, then you're very controllable. You're very gullible to other people and to your surroundings, and you're not on guard in any way. You don't want to be that way. Okay? So meditate, do something, focus on your emotions, focus on learning them and dealing with them, because if you don't, then it's just going to be a very awful mess at some point in the future. Okay? Okay, well, that's all for this video. Just sitting around over here in the car like normal, my normal place. And yeah, just talking to you guys, having some fun. Sorry, I don't have a tripod or anything yet. All these videos are just completely not cut. It's all single take. I don't even really know what I'm going to talk about till I start recording the video. So, and that's just the way that it's good. I kind of want to do that. You know, it has to do with just starting out. Just start, and then you're good to go. For the most part, you know. Sorry for all the shaking and stuff. I had some coffee and holding this up with one hand and everything, so yeah. Okay, well, I'll catch you guys next time, and I'll see you in the next video, okay? Tomorrow is Friday, and then after that we'll be going, it'll be the weekend, so cool beans. Okay, well, catch you guys later. Ciao.